Good afternoon. Can I start today's? Good afternoon.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening. So, are you all ready for the Python collab? What I did today is I have written exactly the Word document type. So that Word document I can save. In that only you can see the output also. Whatever you are entering, the code syntax, along with that, the output is also there only. With that will help you to recheck your answer whether you are right or not. So let me show you the data structures. Fifth unit is completely about we have strings. So yesterday we have learned about the lists and all. So today let us learn what is there in the fifth unit. Third, fourth we have done yesterday. So fifth unit. Quickly let me show you. You are able to see the screen, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This unit maximum part I have explained you already, because in the second and third units when I was explaining, there was very little concept of the strings there, where I have given you all in detail, like how do you take the index or slicing or finding the membership or concatenation. All those things I have already explained you. Still, because there is a separate chapter on that, let me just go through that very quickly. So, strings are nothing but it's just contains the sequences of characters, where we call these characters in the form of a group of words or group of letters, you can say. And the difference between lists and the strings is, strings you don't need to separate them. You can just greetings of the day or I'm going to school, whatever sentence you want, right? You don't need to put I double quotes, I am double quotes, like that. You don't need to write. You can just put everything as one sentence, put in the double quotes and then complete it. So that's the easiest way of writing the strings. And as I explained you before also, the indexing part will remain the same. Indexing means the first letter will take it as 0, second letter will take it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Any space comes in between the words, then the space is also be taken into consideration, as it will be some places allocated for it. So like that's how the strings will work. And in the strings, the basics of the strings, when we see indexing, you know how do we write now. And length of the string, how many letters are there. Greetings of the day, how many letters are there. Or I'm going to school, so how many letters are there all together along with the spaces. That all can be taken through the length syntax. Then index syntax will help you which place, or you want to put whatever letter you want to put in that index space, that also can be done. Or you want to find out where that particular letter or the word is there, that way you can do with the help of index, where it is. So simply here you see P in string. So is there or not? If it is there, it will say yes. If it is not there, it will say false. Even Boolean functions also can be taken with the help of strings. And then there is slicing. Slicing means I want to know a bit, I want to have only a bit of the string. Total string is there, greetings of the day, probably of the day I want, not the whole sentence. So you can break it and you, whatever you want of the, only that part, means you should mention from which index to which index you want to have the output. So that way we can do the slicing, right? So concatenation, you can just add. Suppose welcome to Python program is first string and greetings of the day second string. So I want to concatenate, means join them. So string 1 plus string 2. You have defined the string 1 as welcome to Python program. String 2 you have defined it as greetings of the day. So simply the new string, whatever you want to frame, you can write it as str1 plus str2. It just adds both the strings and give you the output, right? So, and you have, suppose I want to make the whole thing as capital letters or the first letter as the capital letters. I forgot to write string 1, I wrote greetings of the day, but I didn't put first letter as capital letter. So I want to make the first letter as capital letter. Then you can write simply the string name dot capitalize. So capitalize, when you do, it will take by default the first letter. If you mention any index there, it will take the index. Otherwise, by default, it will take the first letter as the capital letter. Then center. Here in the strings, it also aligns the, in the line, suppose you can fit some 50 lines in the, in one line, you can fix almost 50 letters or 50 characters. So in that case, if you want to align it to the center, suppose I say unit 5, I want to write, it should be a capital letter in the center. So I can put the letter size, I can put the alignment, all those things can also be done with the help of center syntax. So string dot center, and how much center you want to do it. If you put 25 and then start, first from center, it will take 25 and then put it. Otherwise, center 40 and then start, it will take 40 and then put the star. Like that, greetings can be given. These are all simply only for the alignment purposes. Then I want to count. Count means from the string, where is day exactly located here. So string beginning from 0 and length of the string counts the how many times the string occurs in a string or in the substring. Suppose I want to know the substring as day. So greetings of the day, have a good day. 2 times the day has come. So I want to know how many days, how many times the day, the word day has appeared in the string. So complete string. What do? We write, this is our string and I'm writing the substring. Substring is the day. I want to find out how many times the word day has come, how many times a letter has come. So if you want to check on that, then print substring occurred string 1 dot count. This is the syntax. String 1 dot count substring 12, length of the string, number of times. When you put number of times it occurred, it says that it occurred 2 times. So this way we can write the syntax. There is one more, encode. Encode returns the encoded string version, or if it is error, it will show the error. If it is ignore, you can ignore and then go ahead. Then decode, encode, ends with, if you want to end with any suffix or if you want to put any prefix, for all those things, you can use the string functions. That means ends with. You can put the suffix beginning and ending. Where do you want to put it? You can define it and then put that. Str dot ends with suffix, then 0, then length of the string. Where you exactly you want to put. Suffix means later on, prefix means first. Expand tabs. You can expand up to 8 tab spaces. Tab space means as you press the tab, it will take the space. No, so that is called tab space. Expands tabs in the string to multiple spaces. Default is 8 spaces. Then, so the still more are there. Find you can find the word or a letter in the string where it is exactly as per the index it is there. Is uh, is it a number or what data type it is? That also we can find out. Alphanumeric, ALNUM, if we call it as, is alphanumeric. So string A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, E, F, G. If I write like this, is it an alphanumeric or normal? So I want to check if it is an alphanumeric, it will give us alphanumeric. You may be thinking, ma'am, where do we use this alphanumeric values? We don't need to use it. But in passwords, we need to have the alphanumeric values, right? Sometimes we in the passwords we write to make it more strong. We write the letters and then we write some numbers so that alphanumeric is there. Then our password will become more stronger. So at several places, the OTP sometimes or passwords or mail IDs, we put the numbers along with the words. Suppose Priyanka123 at gmail.com. Something we write like that. So alphanumeric when we make, we want to make the mail ID or password or etc. to make it more strong. So we are checking whether it is alphanumeric or not. Then this is also true. Is alpha, if it is alpha means is only alphabets, then it suppose if it is asking, I want to know only whether it is having alphabets, then is alpha, if you write, it will say whether it is alpha or not alpha. Then is digit also same, whether it contains only numericals or only the alphabets, whatever you want. Lowercase, uppercase, then numeric cases, space, all these are the syntax. You have almost around 30 to 40 syntax are there in strings. So R find, then R index, then R just returns the space padded string with the original string right justified. R just means right justified. L index, R just, then R strip split. You can split the string like slicing, how we did, like that we can split the string into two. You see here, split lines, number, string, dot, count. Splits the string to all numeric, wherever you want to split the string, you can split the string. Put how many lines? Line 2, how, and line 4, R. Like that, if you make it, your output also will come accordingly. Hello, first line is hello. Second line, how, R, you. So in each line, it will give you. I'll show you once I finish off this theory part in the in the document. Starts with, so with what you want to start with. You want to, hello is not there, so string starts with hello. So you want to make it hello or you want to make it something, you can make it whatever you like. Then these goes on, 37 up to 40 are there. Anyway, so let's come to the next concept. String operators, formatting and working with characters. I remember I have explained you all these things, concatenation inside the string or not. That is called the membership. Then comes this part. Let me go to the next unit. These all, I think I have explained you yesterday. One second. Let me go to document 6. Document 6. Yeah. This is about functions in the Python program. Functions part, we call, there are certain things, we user defined functions, built-in functions. Like built-in functions are all mathematical functions, logical operators, all those things comes under the functions. Already some functions are built-in, some functions we will define it as per the requirement. Okay, function in Python is used to utilize the code in more than one place in a program. Suppose I want to write a table, your multiplication table. If that is multiplication table is the function. If 1 is there, 1 into 2 you do and then write the output. If 2 is there, then 2 into 2 multiply and write the output. 3 into, so like that, if I write it, I'm defining a function. So defining a function, and then I run the program, and then I get the output. Repeated number of times a particular process is taken up. A simple concept. So that's where the functions are coming into the picture. These are generally user defined functions. You have to define a statement or and within the parenthesis, a statement followed by function name and the parenthesis. So like this we will put so that we can understand that it is the system understands that it is a function. Defining function only gives it a name. You are giving a name, specifies the parameters that are to be included in the function and the structures, the blocks of code, how much it has to be, what are the parameters, to what extent it has to work. All those details we are giving beforehand only. So then only it will be called as functions, right? Function, it is a block of organized, pay carefully, it is a block of organized, reusable code that is used multiple times at multiple places in the program to perform related actions. It is used again and again at multiple times at multiple places. Several number of times you are using it. Then we call it as a function. So Python provides many built-in functions. Plenty, we can call it as the print. Several number of times we write. The program can be anything. When we write print, it has to work as print. If I want to work as range or length or index, all these are the built-in functions, right? So those are all user-defined functions. I mean, system already built-in functions will be there. So print, range, length, or uppercase, capitalize, concatenate, anything of this kind is called the string that is already defined by in the system. Then we have basic syntax defining in the function. Just a second. Yeah, basic syntax for defining a function in Python. In Python, we define the function by the word definition, keyword, then write the function, that is the name of the function, followed by parenthesis and a colon. So like this, defined, function name, anything you can put function name, my function, and put closed brackets, and print hello world. This is the function name what we are writing. So when I write my function, I have written my function. So in this function, whatever I like, I can put. Not necessary that, see carefully. I have defined one function. What is inside the function not yet has been defined. But here I want to write print hello world. In this function, wherever my function comes, it will print my world, hello world, like that. To call this function, write the name of the function followed by parenthesis. Just by writing that, it will give you the output as print hello world. It will give you the output. Then definition, suppose I have written subtract numbers. So then I have defined one function. What it has to do? Subtract the numbers. 34 minus 4. Whatever numbers you put, it will subtract and then give you the output. Then while defining the function in Python, you can pass arguments in the function by putting them inside the parentheses. Suppose I want to write argument 1 and argument 2. You have to, then if you wrote argument in 1 and 2, but we have to define what is argument 1 and what is argument 2. So how do we define it? And then let us see how to call the function. So calling a function doesn't require any indentation or rule. There is nothing for that. A function call means writing a function name with the same number and the type of parenthesis. Nothing else beyond that. Python transfer the execution control to function. Then the parameter passing the mechanism is taken place. Code block will be executed. Return statement, which is optional, will be executed to run the results if anything is required. I'll show you one example for function which will make it easy for you. So I want to put it as define find square. This is what is the function. Okay, this is the definition. Find square of x. I'll put it in this manner. Define find square. Actually, square has to come, but for some reason it is not taking it. I want to adjust it. So let me try to put df. It's not taking properly. Define def find square of x. This function finds the square of the given number. Directly it will do. S is equal to x into x and returns s. Suppose s is a float. I have told you int is for integers, float is for decimal values. If you have a float number, it will return you the float answer. If it is a integer, it will return you integer number. So I want to put it as f float input, enter a number and find to find the square. And now it will print. Now function will find the square of the number and print it. Like that, we will call the function. So it got overlaps for some reason. Calling another function, print function, find square. So this is how we write. So it is function find square f is called percentile. So it will directly give you the values at the end. I'll show you in the output there. Function called demo by enter the number. You're asked to find, enter a number to find the square. Suppose you have entered 6.75. Now the function will find the square of this 6.75 and gives you the output as 45.5625. Got me? By directly find square, already you have defined find square of the function x star x. S is equal to x star x, you have already defined. And it will ask you what number you want to find the function. So any number you type it, for that number it will give you the output and then that will be the result. So like this, we have the Fibonacci numbers. Instead of like this, if I show you Python data structures. I'll show you the screen. I see it. Now, I want to write a code for multiplication table. This is how we write. For I in range 2, 4, printing inside the group, running inside 1 to 10, and J, write this one. And I'm writing I star J. I'm working on I star J. Suppose I is 1 star J, whatever is the J value, J also is going from 1 to 11. I is ranging from 2 to 4. So 2 table, 3 table, 4 table, it will take. So 2 table 2, as long as I is 2, for all j it has to run. And then it will give you 2. Then 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. Like that, it will give you the multiplication table 2 and 3. And functions, where did I write functions? Erase after. I wrote functions also. Here is one. Not this. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. Can you see the screen? Yeah. So like this, the functions, Fibonacci numbers are one type of numbers we have. And for next concepts is completely on the Fibonacci numbers, higher Fibonacci number, lower Fibonacci number and all. That's where I thought it will not be useful for you. Functions are the first class objects. In Python, every function is itself an object and the function name itself represents the address where the function is stored or binded in Python. So if I write P is equal to X star Y and I want the value of P, directly it will work on that any user defined function. That's how we write the functions. Simple, as simple as it. So types of parameters and parameter passing mechanisms. Parameter means what are the limitations? What are the arguments that can be passed in the functions? So in Python, functions generally have several parameters or arguments. Actual parameters, when we are looking into, suppose I define A is equal to, for all the values, I want A to be given as 5 and B to be given as 4. So it will take. And then I want to write the functions as a sum of the values or subtract or multiply or divide. All these becomes the function. See here, sum function or subtract function, multiplication function, or anything you can write it as in between and then add them, subtract them and work out. Yeah, now I remember where I have stored. I was thinking, where did I store that kind of thing? Collab. I'll show you some of the functions. Even here, if you see print rainbow, rainbow dot reverse. When I write reverse, reverse is a function, defined function only it is. A plus B, B plus C, I wrote somewhere. Yeah, you can see here. So these are the different functions what I have written. I wrote A plus B plus C value, A, B, C and values. I calculated different types of functions and all these are nothing but user defined functions. I want to sometimes add B and C and then subtract from A, multiply A and B, divide A and B, do anything whatever you like with the given user defined values. These are the parameters we call. A is given some value, some argument it is. B has been given some value, C has been given some value. Using those values, I'm defining my functions. I've defined 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 functions here. Can you see all the functions? Separately, I don't need to mention the name, but by default, it is there. And also maximum, minimum, if you want to work on it like this, find the print maximum, print minimum, or input of all the values, right? These are all nothing but built-in functions we can call. Sorting also, and multiplication table. As I just told you, the syntax was a little more longer, but here it is more simple. Number, I want to put the number and I want you to give the number of your choice. So int, I don't want the float values for the calculations. I want to take an input integer value. So int input the number to print the table. So for k in range 1 to 11, print number, whatever number, into that value k. This part is only printed, but actual value what is stored is equal to number whatever is coming in star k. So then finish the task. So 19 I have entered. If you want, I'll enter one more number of your choice. Now tell me some number of your choice. We can print the table. Any number?
15.
15. Okay. 15. The table will come. Whatever number you like, you can put it. That is the defined. That's how we define the function and complete the tasks. Now I want to do here amount, discount is there. Now these are completely user defined things. If you can observe this, why it's not going. So sales of the product, number is there, integer, input the number of items, amount is 0, discount. So I'm calculating the invoice, or I want to calculate how much is the discount, after discount, how much is the sales coming to. All those calculations we can do with the help of if discount is 10%, how much it will become. Now this, if you see carefully, discount is equal to amount into 0.1. Whatever amount you are entering, according to that amount, it will be calculated and the discount is given. Else, if it is greater than 3,000, then amount into this. If it is this, so that means it is checking with the values, whatever here, based on the price. Okay, I'll make it more clear for you. Suppose price of the device, I'm purchasing some laptop or some phone or something. So price, we are finding the price of the, you are entering the input price of the commodity. Then quantity, we are writing 1 quantity, 2 quantity, 3 quantity, whatever be the quantity. Amount is equal to amount plus price into quantity. Why amount plus price? Already whatever amount is there, how much it is, and then we are calculating the value. If amount is greater than 5,000, discount should be given as 1%.
Ma'am, it's wrong, I guess.
3,000, discount should be given as 7%. This generally happens in the shops, right? Amount is greater than 1,000, discount should be given as 5%. Or if nothing is there, then no discount is received. Print net amount is. This is the program. This is how we write the program. And once you run the program, you get how many items you have taken, what is the input price. Accordingly, all the calculations will be done and then given the output. So in between whatever you are seeing, these are all nothing but the definition of the functions. Is that okay? Then comes next one. I'll do. So this is data frames. Anyway, data frames we didn't come yet. We'll come back to data frames. And I have written one complete concept. If 6th and 7th also is nothing but lists and tuples are there. So completely about the lists and tuples, all functions of lists and tuples, I kept it in one file, so that it will be easy for you to understand and then do the project, do the practice. Colab you can open. I have written, see here, whatever is written like this is in the syntax. You enter, once you enter, you will get the output of it. So adding elements to the list, we use list.append like this. So append, removing, deleting, updating, retrieving. We have done all these things. Slicing, list, ears, 3 legs. And one more thing, the difference between the lists and the tuples. We have done in the last classes, lists and the tuples. List is nothing but you can put any sequence of numbers, not necessary that they need to be some related items. See, head, 3, ears, legs, and 5.8, 3. You can put anything in the list. It's not necessary that list should be of the similar items or sequence of items or this thing. It can be anything, any object at random. Not necessarily. That is the difference between the lists and the tuples. Tuples, you need the sequence, you need to have. Once you enter in the tuples, the values cannot be readjusted. They are not mutable. Whereas in the list, they are mutable. Mutable means you can add, you can subtract, you can remove, you can slice, you can do anything with the list. But that is not possible. Are you able to see the screen? Hello?
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So sorry. 1 second. Not this. Then why are you all quiet then? You could have told. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
So in Python, we have the next 7th unit is completely, 6th unit is almost done because it is only Fibonacci numbers, which you don't need. All the functions concepts I have explained you. 7th unit, we have lists completely again. Lists, the difference between, we have learned lists, tuples, arrays. 3 things we are learning. So lists are the ones where you have all the sequence of mutable items or just mutable objects. Mutable means which can be replaceable, which can be rearranged, which can, you can include some more items in the list. General list, if you're going to the shop, what will you do? You write 10 kgs of rice, 5 kgs of sugar, then one toothpaste, then one this thing. Some items, whatever, if you're going to DMart, do you find all only provisions you buy? No. Correct or not? You buy some plastic items, you buy some other chocolates, you buy something else. So like that, and anything, whatever you want to buy, it is called a list. Same manner in Python also, it is not necessary that you should have the same items. Not necessary. You can put anything in the list. Because anything can be kept in the list can be modified, edited, or you can include the values, objects into the list, or you can remove from the list. Suppose I don't need that particular item, I can strike off, right? In the DMart list, when I'm putting the DMart list, I write all the items. I need coffee powder, I need plastic tub, I need stool, I need pens, I need something, all the items. There is no relation between the items what I'm filling up. So what I do, I write all that. Then while going there or after going there, I feel this is not required. I'll strike off. I want one more, I'll add there. So list is just like that in the Python also. You can add, you can subtract. Subtract means you can remove, or you can take a group of things, and you can include some more things. You can rearrange them. Whatever you feel like can be done with the list. They are very simple, very easy to handle. So these are the mutable sequences which are enclosed in square brackets. Square brackets only, remember that. Because tuples will be kept in the normal brackets. And here also lists, we put in the double quotes sometimes or single quotes also. Some systems accept the single quotes. If they don't accept, you can put in the double quotes, this part. Here, instead of writing single quotes, you can put the double quotes like this. So you can write in the way the system is accepting. But for 5.8, we don't need to write. Okay. Any characters types of things are there, then we have to write it in the codes. Then we can add the elements by writing list dot append. Whatever is the list name, dot append if you write, then anything you can include into the list. Suppose we have only head, ears, 3, legs, and 5.8. I want to include hair. So you can include like that. Then removing and deleting elements from the list. It's nothing but list dot remove. So what you want to remove, you have to mention in the brackets. So list dot remove head. I want to remove the head only. So we can remove the head and then write the result. Down results are given. Okay, you can see the result. It will be given like this. It is easy for you to write the syntax. That's why I wrote in this manner. Updating list by using list index and new underscore value. Whatever I write here above, no, this is nothing but for you as this comment of the in the Python program. It's a comment, and down if you write what will happen, what we did there, that clarity will be, we will get the clarity. Listed underscore 2, we are writing beef, chicken, pork, and then we want to include something, you can include, remove something, or in that place, in second place, we want to include this value. So we can include and then write. Then retrieving elements from the list using list index. List 1, ears, 3, legs. Already we removed head. You remember if you, in the previous one, we have already removed head. So the here, print list 1, 0. We want, when I wrote a list underscore 1, but I want inside the brackets when I put 0, which element will come to us? Is it the 0th element or first element? In the list, the place values are given from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Always list will have the first element, whatever you are writing. Suppose I am writing rice 10 kg. Rice 10 kg part, I should put it as 0th element. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anytime. Tuple, arrays or list. Anything, the index starts with 0. Okay. Index is 0. No, we don't write with 1, 2, 3, 4. Index is always 0. In the ascending order, if you're going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the highest number. If you are writing in the reverse order, then last number will be -1, -2, -3, and comes to the highest number. Is that clear for all? So list, first element it will give you, or print list underscore. If I don't mention anything, just put the brackets and nothing I kept, then it will print all the elements. Then print list 2 to 4. It will 2 to 4 means it will from 2, third element, but not fifth element. Up to that only it will take. -1 means it will take the last element. Then 1 to -1 means second but not the last element. Like this, I felt this way you can understand it more easily, the results. Now carefully if you see, I wrote list. All the list elements are here. Print list. Okay, print list. I want to print the first element. So when I put the first element is what? Years. Years has come. This is years for the first print list underscore 1, 0. I want the first element I want. So first element, what is the element in 0th place? That is years. Then print all the elements. It has printed all the elements for you. Then print 2 to 4 elements. 2 to 4 elements means legs and 5.8. Legs and 5 point. This is 0th position, first position, second position, third position. Fourth position it will not give. 2 to 4, only up to 4, but not 4. Up to 4, fourth element. So what is in the second position, what is in the third position, that will get printed. Then we have list -1. Whatever is the last element, I told you just now, last element will be -1. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. In the ascending order, if you take years position is 0, 3 position is 1, legs position is 2, 5.8 is in third position, and hair is in the fourth position. Is this clear for all? Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. This how do I share this file to you all?
Yesterday's as well, ma'am, if you could say.
Yeah, I want to give you, because next Friday, I don't know, but actually the classes were scheduled till today only. But I will be taking one more class, 2 more classes, which I missed. I will ask the university people to allot the class for the next week, if possible. So that by that time, I want you all to complete these things.
Okay.
Okay, right. So adding list, this I hope now you are able to understand this gray part, whatever is there, that is your syntax along with the results. Like this, three hashes are there. No, after that results are there. So everywhere you see, right? So this part is the actual syntax, and down the results are already there. You can just practice them, and practice means what? Same manner, you put more number of things into that. Suppose repeating list many times. Many times means same list, I want to repeat it 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. So what will I do? A equal to 1, 2, 3, print A star 3. A means A is the list. I want to print A 3 times. So it will print 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You write something else, same manner. Suppose next I want to write. What do? I'll write the same manner. I'll write something. Okay, repeating. If you are writing, suppose I'll put B equal to, don't put capital letters in the Python, this thing. Don't define it with any definitions of the functions or any other things should not be the capital letters. Preferably, it should be small letters. Then I'll write 3, 6, 9, 12, okay, 15. Some numbers I wrote. This is my list. Now I want to print. How do you practice? Print. My B, I want to print it 5 times. Close the bracket. Enter. It will give you 5 times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, 15. Like that, it will give you 5 times. Like this, you practice. Okay, because the Python program itself, I cannot send that file because that will be in my file. That will be in my drive. That cannot be sent. So I thought I will write like this and then send it to you. Checking if the value is a member of the list to check. Suppose beef is in list _2. If it is, then the result will come as true. If it is not, it will come as false. Check the number of elements. This way, you are learning the syntax as well as you are practicing it, as well as you are understanding how it has to be done. Otherwise, the same document, what is for the list, I'll show you how, as per the university concept, it will look like this. Like this, it will look. Sometimes you can go through, but slightly, okay, I have to share it. 7, unit 7. So like this, the syntax will be given to you in the notes, indexing of the list, slicing of the list, updating the elements. See which one is clear for you. Accordingly, you can practice. I hope you are understanding what I made, which makes it very simple and easy for you. All these concepts are there again in that also. Same concepts I wrote, but a little modified way I made it. Okay. So aliasing and cloning of the list. Cloning of the list means reframing. The same manner I want to reframe this cloning concept. I hope all of you know. Cloning refers to modifying the list while keeping a copy of it. You just keep a copy, backup we say, no? So like a backup, I keep the list and then rename it with some other thing. So list 1, I wrote -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Then I make the list 1 will be as it is. I'm not changing it. But I'm redefining it as list 2. That means it is becoming cloning now. So cloning also is happening. And what is the ID of this list? That means in what location it got stored and what is the memory ID. That memory ID number is this 349566 something. That way it will give the number. Then is list 1 equal to list 2? If you didn't update it, then both are true, it will give you, or whatever is in the list, all those values, example cloning. Then using list.copy, you can copy them and then work on it. All the same concepts. Built-in methods to process the list. You can find the maximum value. You can find the minimum value. Suppose I want to put, I have given list of numbers 3, 6, 9, 12. Just now I wrote, I want to find a maximum. So maximum A. What is minimum A? What is sorting? Sorting means you can sort in the ascending order. You can sort in the descending order. You can put them in the way you like it. Every first letter, every first, third, fifth. I want to sort in that manner. Every second, fourth, sixth. I want to sort in that manner. With whatever way you want to sort, you will get accordingly. Okay. Number of occurrences of an element in the list. Suppose I have a list like this. Can you see? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. Like when you book a gas, that lady will be telling, the operator will be telling 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 8, 6, 9, something like that they keep telling. So that means that many, how many are repeated numbers in that? So I can find out what, using the count symbol, how many are repeated or what is the count of 55 number. We can check on that. Then finding common elements in two lists. Suppose if two lists are there, any common elements? We overlap sometimes, writing the same elements in both the lists. So we can find the intersection of it and find the common elements in both the sides. That is called intersect, insert. Of course, sorry. So that is simply performing the intersection operation only, intersection operation there. Then comes the other built-in methods, list.insert POS elements. So Python provides a following built-in list processing functions. Insert an element at the position POS. At POS means in the end, right? So in A is 1, 2, 3, 4, A dot insert 2, 99. After 2 in the position of 2, after next to 2, you have to insert minus 99. Like that, it gets inserted. Where is the position? Exact positional value you have to enter. POS means position and element. Then list.extend. So list.extend, if you want to extend it, A.extend B. So A will be there. B, whatever is there, it will get added at the end. Some list, A is list range 0, 10, 1. What is A? So starting number, stop number, how much is the increment? So range, it will give you the list of values. Then index, I told you already. Reverse also, I told you. Deletion, just reverse and delete. Deletion is the remove option. Nested lists also we did. I showed you there in the program. There, nested lists. A list inside list will be there. Okay, three-dimensional list. Three-dimensional is more complicated. If we do in the system only, you will know like this. Otherwise, you won't be able to follow. This is almost a summary. Then we have in the sixth, seventh, and eighth, the list, tuples, and arrays are there. Again and again, same things. So I wrote all those things at one place. It will be easy. Tuples are immutable. Immutable means which once created, you cannot remove or update. You cannot do anything to tuples because those are the sequence sequence items that will be there in the tuples. And they are ordered and then indexed in the proper manner. In the list, the 0th element can be replaceable. Whereas in tuple, the 0th element, you cannot replace it. Whatever the 0th element will be, it will be as it is. You cannot do it. And they are ordered, sequence, and can contain any Python objects. However, the tuples is created using the parenthesis. Their list we have created with the square brackets. Tuples we can create with the normal round brackets. So tuples 3, bags, belt, 2020, 19. Tuple 2 like this. So you can also retrieve the tuple elements by index slice the tuple to retrieve the subset of the values. Like this, we have done several times the same concepts. The concepts are repeated again and again in the syllabus. Same things are there. You can understand. Array and all also is done. Let me check if I can give you the link now only as you are here. Just a second. If possible, I'll put in the drive and give the link from the drive. Just a minute, I'm giving. Yeah. I think the link I have sent, can anyone try the link open? If you can open that, then I'll give you 2-3 notes also. Can you see the link? Hello? Can you see the link?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's in the chat.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
trying to open it. Yeah.
Yeah, try to open it. Yeah, if you can open, then I can send some more notes.
It is not opening, ma'am.
Not opening? Okay.
Send in the group, ma'am.
But where is the group link? I don't have the group with me. What is the group link? Group link with group name is what? If you are in the group, can you tell me the group name?
BRAOUUGCA 2022.
One second, let me check. BRAOU UGCA 2022.
2022.
But I'm not the member of this. I don't know. I can't send anything to this list. I'll ask sir to add me there so that I can send the notes to you all.
Ma'am, I tried to open it.
Pardon?
I tried to open the link. It says a request has to be approved by you so that we could open the link.
Okay. No, if at all, if I'm added into the group, I can share the document only directly instead of Google link and then giving that way. That way, it will not help you to work out. So I'll directly do from the Google document only. I'll message sir to add me in the group. Now itself, right in front of you. If I do it, it will be done. If once you are able to, if you start doing it, no, this way I can send more notes of Python so that you can quickly do it. Let me do once again. Two more classes will be there, students. So by next week, I'll complete the portion.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
hope you are able to understand and follow the notes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good.
Ma'am, send some important questions also.
Yeah. I'm giving the unit-wise notes. I'm giving. I wrote the unit-wise notes for you. So unit-wise notes, below the notes, I have given the important questions that can come in the exam, like how I did in the last semester. I hope the notes what I sent in the last semester was useful for you. Were you the same students in the last semester? Computer applications? I don't know.
Ma'am, so many members were not there for last semester in that group.
Oh, okay.
Hi, student ma'am.
You were there?
Last semester I listened.
Yes. So no, not listening. I sent the notes also last semester. All the notes I have sent in the groups. Up to 8, 9 units I sent. Because last 2 units I couldn't write, but up to 8 or 9, no, more than that I did. Last 2 units probably I missed it. I couldn't write. So I wrote the questions, I wrote the notes, so that from the notes you can, I mean, not elaborate exactly what is required for the examination point of view I gave. So anyway, I'll do it the same thing this time also. I'll work with sir. He's not lifting the phone. So I'll work and then send you the notes today night only. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am.
Take
Thank
care.
you, ma'am.
All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Have a good evening, miss. Thank you.
Good evening. Yes.